Welcome back to day 2 of your productivity meditation course. Yesterday, you learned the fundamental noting technique, that gentle skill of labeling mental distractions and returning to your breath. Today, we're going to deepen that awareness and expand your noting vocabulary to handle the full spectrum of workplace distractions. Find your comfortable seated position, with your back straight but not rigid, feet flat on the floor if you're in a chair. Close your eyes gently, or soften your gaze downward. Take 3 deeper breaths to settle in. Breathe in slowly through your nose, feeling your chest and belly expand. And breathe out through your mouth with a gentle sigh. Again, inhale slowly, noticing how the breath naturally draws your attention inward. And exhale, releasing any tension from your day. One more time, breathe in, gathering your focus, and breathe out, arriving fully in this moment. Now allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. Place your attention on the sensation of breathing at your nostrils, that cool feeling as air enters, and the warm feeling as it leaves. This is your anchor point, your home base for focus. When you notice your mind wandering today, this is where you'll gently return. As you settle into watching the breath, remember what you learned yesterday about the noting technique. When thoughts arise, and they will, you simply acknowledge them with a gentle label and return to the breath. Today, we're going to expand beyond the basic categories. You might notice planning when your mind jumps to your to-do list, worrying when anxiety about deadlines creeps in, or problem-solving when you start working through challenges. Now let's add some new categories that are particularly relevant for productivity. When you catch your mind rehearsing conversations or presentations, simply note rehearsing. When you find yourself mentally checking emails or social media, note checking. If you notice your mind jumping from task to task without settling, note switching. These are all normal patterns of a productive mind. We're simply building awareness of them. The key insight from yesterday that we're building on today is this. Every time you notice your mind has wandered and you bring it back, you're strengthening your focus muscle. Today, pay special attention to how quickly you catch the wandering. Sometimes you might notice planning thoughts immediately as they arise. Other times, you might realize you've been lost in problem-solving for several seconds. Both are perfectly fine. The moment of noticing is what matters. Continue following your breath at the nostrils, in and out. When thoughts arise, practice this expanded noting vocabulary. Planning, worrying, rehearsing, checking, switching, or simply thinking, if none of the specific labels fit. The label doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a gentle way of acknowledging the distraction before returning to your breath. Notice that some distractions might feel more urgent or compelling than others. Your mind might insist that planning your afternoon is more important than this meditation. When this happens, note urgency or resistance, then gently return to the breath anyway. This is exactly the skill that will serve you during your workday, the ability to consciously choose where you place your attention, even when distractions feel important.
As you continue
Practicing, you might notice patterns in your distractions. Perhaps planning thoughts are most common. Or maybe you find yourself frequently rehearsing conversations. Don't judge these patterns. Simply observe them with curiosity. Each pattern you become aware of is a distraction you'll be better equipped to handle during your actual work.
Now let's practice with a specific productivity scenario. Imagine you're at your desk, trying to focus on an important task. Your phone buzzes with a notification. In meditation, when you notice your mind simulating this experience, perhaps imagining checking your phone, or wondering what the notification might be, simply note checking and return to your breath. This mental rehearsal is training for the real moment. Continue following your breath, applying your noting technique to whatever arises. Remember, the goal isn't to stop thoughts from coming. It's to notice them more quickly and return to your chosen focus more smoothly. Each time you do this, you're building the mental agility that will help you stay on task during challenging work situations. As we move toward the end of today's session, take a moment to appreciate the awareness you've developed. Yesterday, you learned the basic technique, and today, you've expanded your ability to recognize and categorize different types of mental distractions. This is real progress in building your focus muscle. For your practice today, try applying this expanded noting technique during one specific work task. Choose something that typically involves distractions, perhaps reading emails, writing a report, or attending a meeting. When you notice your mind wandering, use your noting labels: planning, worrying, checking, rehearsing, or switching. Then consciously return your attention to the task at hand. Take 3 deeper breaths to close today's session. Breathe in, appreciating the focus you've cultivated. Breathe out, carrying this awareness into your day. Inhale, feeling confident in your growing ability to manage distractions. Exhale, ready to apply these skills productively. One final breath in and out. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Well done on completing day 2. Tomorrow, we'll explore how to apply noting technique to specific workplace challenges.